are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Colts at 1-6 now. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Powell hitting Samuel on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Pickett again. This time he looks to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Commanders 14, Colts nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. After the pick 6, here's Pickett to try again. When it's intercepted, they got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give up the middle to Gibson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 21. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They go play action with Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Howell. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett will look to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. That's back. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Taylor on first down. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7.
Commanders 21, Colts 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. And this one's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here's Pickett. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now throwing on 1st down here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Powell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw, Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Only able to gain a couple there. That it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 130 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And that will be incomplete as well. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Howell. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now Pickett. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Pickett back to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Pickett. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's going to get this down near the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the draw, it's Gibson, and he is going to lose yardage here. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll go again with Gibson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pittman here. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Pickett now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24.
Commanders 34, Colts 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Washington, they